Hey, what's up everyone? It's Rodder MMA Bet speaking, bringing a betting strategy transparent and consistent for you. In this video I'll be covering UFC 252 main card. If you are interested in the prelims video, in the early prelims video, there's a link in the description. Please take a look into that. Also, you'll be seeing soon my betting strategy, my breakdown for the card. If you have never seen the spreadsheet, if you're not sure how to use it, there is an intro video where I explain that in the details. Please take a look into it, watch it. And good luck with your bets. That being said, don't forget that this is the end of the day is your money. This is my opinion and my take on the fight. This is how I'm betting, so obviously feel free to leverage it. But at the end of the day, this is your ultimate call. Alright, so let's get right into it. Before that, like the video, subscribe, and please support the channel to keep it running. Great, for those familiar with the channel, this is how I'm betting the fight. You guys have seen this in the previous videos. If you're just interested in that, pause the video. Good luck with your bets. If not, stay with me, bear with me that I'm breaking down the main card, okay? So like I said, the early prelims and the prelims have been already covered in previous video. Please take a look in the playlist or in the link in the description. So I'm starting off with John Dodson versus Merab, Dvalishvili. Okay, so you guys know Dodson probably. He's ultra fast, he's explosive, you know, he has great blitz of punches, he's accurate, he's sharp, you know, what I like about him, he's calm, you know, he waits, he bobs, weaves, it's tough to hit the guy, he's super fast, that footwork is super quick, he blasts forward, you know, with double right hands, double left hands, you know, he's a good fighter. You guys know him, he's been around. Also, you know, his clinch game is good. He's small for the division. He's both short and quite small, you know. But he's tough, man. He is there in the fight. He has overall great skills, you know. He doesn't fight much on the ground, but also he kind of doesn't need to. It's almost impossible to hold him down. But we have on the other side Dvalishvili that will certainly try. So, what I don't like about Dodson, honestly, he kind of tends to fight counter. Obviously, it's tough for him not to do so because he's short, you know, he always has the range disadvantage. And he tries to use his speed, you know, but that's why he's always in close decisions, you know. He kind of sits back, it's his style, you know, and that's why he's successful with that. But still, he can let decisions slip due to that. Dvalishvili, that pace and that pressure is just unreal, you know. I think probably he's the most takedowns in UFC ever. I'm not sure about if that's right or not. If not, forgive me about that. But still, he shoots crazy, you know. That pace is nasty, you know. He's super strong. He's not that tall, but you know, he's jacked for the division, you know. Wrestling is great. He likes to control guys, you know, he just shoots unstoppably. He also does some damage from top, although not much. Striking is improving. I haven't seen much of striking because basically he doesn't strike much because he just shoots. But still, he's a wrestler, and this is his game and this is his pressure, you know. So what I don't like about him is that he basically doesn't do much damage, you know. He doesn't also grapple so much. So that's how he could lose this fight, you know. What I'm picking Dvalishvili because I'm not sure Dodson can stop those takedowns, even Dodson being Dodson. But I like a bet on Dodson if you can get him at above plus 170, sorry, or something, because basically he can, you know, use his footwork, his speed, and pump right back up and do more damage. You know, he has a chance. I see him doing that, even though I think the safest pick would be Dvalishvili, okay? So I would be betting any of these guys by decision. Could go either way in a decision line, could be split decision. So at plus 400, I like. If you can get those lines, you know, go for it. I think it's a good bet. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Junior dos Santos. You guys know Cigano or JDS. He's a former champion. You know, he's a boxer, right? His jab is good, the hook, you know, the overhand right is very powerful, it's fast, you know. The volume is good, he's consistent, you know, and by that I mean he's the same fighter as he's always been, but he's there, he's fighting. And you know, what I don't like about him is he's a boxer, but he's not like a polished boxer. He's like a MMA boxer, hands are down, chin is up. So he's similar to Arlovski, and I put that in a comment because BG Boy beat Arlovski before. So Biggie Boy, I think he has granite on his gloves, hasn't he? Because I don't see much him as, you know, super powerful, you know, by the frame, by the look of it. But he touches guys goes down, you know. So I'm not sure where the power comes from. Maybe from you know, South American Suriname power. He has kickboxing is good, but it's like standard, you know. I'll give him was when he throws punches, he kind of gives a good flurry. It's tough to stop that, you know. He kind of stalls in the middle. The fight looks quite, you know, slow, but suddenly he comes forward and he explodes in some combo, you know. It comes hooks, comes uppercuts, knees, kicks, you know. So it's once he explodes, it's not easy to deal with, okay? What I don't like about him, I'm not sure about his cardio, honestly, you know. He doesn't throw much, yet after he throws, he gets tired. He's not a big heavyweight. And he's also, hands down, also, you know, like Cigano. He's a kickboxing, but MMA kickboxer. Hands are down, he can get caught with an overhand, and the chin is up when he attacks, you know. He's not that polished, just in summary. So I'm picking the dog here. I'm picking Dos Santos because I think he's more consistent. I think he'll be able to avoid most of the strikes and will be able to outvolume Rozenstruik, okay? I like these guys either way, you know, it can go either way. But Cigano is underdog, so I'm betting Cigano, and I'm... sorry, it was Miocic here, but it should be Rozenstruik, okay? So I'm betting Cigano on decision, and if you want to bet Rozenstruik, go for a TKO, okay? Or decision even, you know, because it can go either way, okay? Pedro Munhoz versus Frankie Edgar. Interesting fight. Munhoz, you know, both of these guys, you probably know them. Okay, so first Munhoz, nasty kicks are nasty, you know. Tip kicks is there. The guillotine is just also unreal. He always catches guys, you know, it's really deep, it's strong, you know, it's really tough to get out of that guillotine. He's, you know, he's aggressive, he stands his ground, you know, his defense is good, but what's most impressive about him is that iron chin. It's just unbelievable how much damage he takes. He just moves forward and, you know, just like the Hulk, really. And his downfalls are his speed, you know. He's not the fastest guy. He's short in range, even though that chin is granite, you know. The chin is up, you know. At some point, he's gonna start feeling it. It's impossible, you know. It's against the physical laws, you know. And he's been in many wars, okay. Edgar, you guys know him also, super fast. That footwork is great, you know. The technique is good, you know. Hands off to his boxing, mixing up well, great combos, you know. The head moves well, also tough to hit. The right hand is also sharp. Sorry, misspelling hand there. The kicks, you know, he kicks well. Let's put it, you know, he uses it well, but he doesn't have enough power on the kicks, you know. Basically, he touches guys, you know. I think he has more power on the hands than on the kicks, to be honest. He kind of loses his composure and hurt. He continues fighting, you know, but he loses a bit his style, and it can be his kryptonite here. He also, his chin has been tested many times, you know. He's also tough, has a strong chin, but he's been around the block, yeah. And also, yeah, he struggles about with range opponents, but not the case here. Edgar is also coming down weight class, which is interesting because it's gonna be more like he's gonna have maybe a good size for the division. So I'm curious about this fight. I'm picking Munhoz by submission because he could hurt Edgar, jump into a guillotine, or Edgar shoots after getting hurt, gets caught in the guillotine again. Still, I think Edgar has a chance. I saw him in a line at plus 200 and I bet him. Because he's faster, he can throw more combos, you know, he can basically escape from those powerful hooks of Munhoz. He can get out of the guillotine. You know, he's tough, he'll be trained, you know, he's solid. So I think a bet in Edgar is worth it. If you don't like my analysis here, go with Munhoz by submission. I think it's the safest bet. Okay, or maybe split decision or something. Okay, could be close here. O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. I think this is the highly anticipated fight of the card, at least in my opinion. I love this fight. Both guys are just entertaining, you know. I like both of them. They're, you know, both hyped. Obviously, O'Malley is much more hyped. So just quickly about this two. Sugar, he's super fast, creative, switch stance. He's tough to predict, you know. He spins, he jumps, he, you know, feints, he comes back, he shoots. He's very creative. The footwork is great, the accuracy is good. I don't know how old he is, probably he's 23 or something, 25, I don't know. But, you know, confidence is there. He's also calm, you know. He's not like this young guys that just one fight or another look outstanding, then they kind of don't. But O'Malley, you know, he's solid, to be honest, you know. He's super tall and long also, so he has great attributes. What I don't like much about him, hands down, chin up, you know, so it's his style, obviously, that's what makes him unpredictable. Still, it's a downside. And what I don't know if people kind of see, he's not that physical. And when he's dug deep, he kind of breaks, you know. Watch the fight against... what's the name of the guy again? Fight against Andre Sukantat. You're gonna see what I mean. And his first fight that we went to decision, he almost broke in both of the fights. Okay, Cheeto, guys, he's tough. He's the organic fighter. You know, he's becoming. He used to be just a grappler, but he's becoming very well-rounded. You know, those striking are just nasty, you know. He's a great kicker. He has very long legs, you know. The push kick is good. He leg kicks well. The head kick, you know, the tip kick. He has, you know, he's more basic, you know, than Sugar, obviously. But he's basic, but he's effective, you know. He kicks the calves, you know. The guy, he's solid. His grappling is very good as well, you know. What I like about him is also that left hook to the liver is just unreal, you know. It's really powerful. And if he lands on Sugar, I think it will be a good night for Sugar. I may be wrong here, but it's maybe. He has those flashes of greatness, you know. What I don't like about him is what I call inconsistency. In the beginning especially, he kind of sits passive on fights, but then he kind of starts picking up. And I see him rising to the occasion here. Why? Because... I think he'll become motivated to this fight, and I think he'll make Sugar a run for his money. I'm still picking O'Malley. I think it's difficult not to pick him, but I'm definitely betting Vera. You know, I like this bet. I like Vera plus 200. You know, I got him at higher, plus 250. And if you can get him at round 3, you know, he has a good chance either submitting or TKO Sugar. Also, decision, you know, go either these guys by decision. I definitely think it's a great fight to bet, and I'm definitely going with Cheeto Vera on the bet, but picking O'Malley. Okay, main cards. Okay, real quick on main card, guys. Okay, just I'm gonna doing this one quick, even though it's the main event. Okay, you guys know probably both of them. DC, he fights pressure, you know. He's developed that striking. He doesn't move much, but his guard is up. He can take some shots, you know, even though he's been tested before. But his pressure is great, you know. DC has a boxing and wrestling style very solid and very consistent. Miocic, he's more like a tough guy, more like an organic fighter. He fights very well-rounded. Wrestling is great, you know. He has that natural power. And the clinch is great. Neither of these guys have much weaknesses, to be honest. But DC, his chin has been tested also against Miocic. And Miocic, I didn't put there, but what I don't like about him, sometimes he just doesn't throw enough. Okay, he doesn't basically fulfills his potential to the most. And DC has that nasty wrestling game, you know. So I'm picking DC because I like his wrestling, I like his pressure. But it could go either way. I see Miocic being able to TKO DC again. And DC also TKO'd Miocic, so you guys can see how close this fight is. But I'm picking and just picking. I'm not betting this fight unless I can get DC at plus money. Then I would go with DC. Okay, if not, this is my pick for the fight. The bet strategy is here. And I'll be closing out this video because it's becoming quite long. But please like, subscribe, and good luck with your bets. Until there, this is Roder MMA Bet.